Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to the second episode of Crusader Kings 3 Northern Lords, which originally aired live on Twitch. So far, Sky, you are a bold planner. Oh my god, they're coming back. You really coming back? A battlefield, baby? Oh yeah. I mean, we're in a siege. There's not much for me to do. Here's a camp dispute. So let me write down the three options and then you all can vote. All right. So, there's a camp dispute. After my army sets up camp, I hear a commotion coming from the champion's lodgings. I investigate a disturbance, and I find Chieftain, my husband, and my goatee in the middle of a heated argument while several onlookers edge them on. I can either try to deliver a speech about unity to the crowd. It's a 50% chance to gain prestige, gain martial lifestyle experience, and then have both of them respect me more. Or a 50% chance to lose 75 prestige, and the fight escalates. I can have them whipped, which makes them dread me more. It increases my personal dread, but it wounds my goatee, and it severely injures my husband. Maybe really not the most ideal choice. Or I can say, sod this. I spend a little bit of prestige not to gamble, and I gain some stress. The stress here, I can't show you stress, but basically there are stress levels, and once this camp dispute is over, I can explain stress as best as I can. Again, new. I am new at this game, so I don't necessarily know stress all that well. Okay, looks like we're going to deliver a speech, so wish me luck. Resolution. I get up and deliver a speech about how we are all fighting for the kingdom of Sagan, and how we must stand united against our foes. So the speech worked. Good gamble. They both respect me more. I gain martial lifestyle experience, and I gain a whole heaping of prestige. I basically double my prestige. Boom. I have enough prestige now to be able to build a market, but you guys said that I should do the duchy title, so I'm going to wait for that. And then if I take a look at my husband, let me close that. Take a look at my husband. As you can see, the respect plus 20. So that's gone up. And then, of course, my goatee, respect plus 20 as well. So that's gone up as well. Really, really good stuff. Oh, so stress. I was going to explain stress. So here's your stress level. When your stress goes up, you might get negative consequences of having higher stress, and then you can also form ways that you will personally deal with your stress. So for instance, you could just be a hunter and go on a hunting trip, which will cost you gold, but it will help reduce your stress. And there's a lot of events. The burden of leadership weighs on you and increases your stress level. So it's something to try to manage wisely. Oh man, this is such a... Why are you even fighting me? This is so dumb. Hey! Sauron, welcome to the stream, man. Give you a shout out. You're playing Dead by Daylight last. I was watching Sauron yesterday for a bit, playing Mafia. Figured I'll throw out a little shout out there if you want yet another to watch. So this battle is a foregone conclusion. As you can see, they are just getting rocked hard, but you know, they chose to fight. I hope I capture... No, we didn't capture anyone before. But they, as you can see, have no more army. They're gone. I killed them in the early battle phase, and they are poof, done, which is hilarious. We are well supplied. We don't have a lot of attrition. And this siege, let me speed time up a little bit. This siege is going beautifully. Let's take off the battle lights. I don't even need them because this is not much of a fight. This is a slaughter. All right, Enheim. You are actually becoming under control much more quickly than I would have thought because of the military presence here, which is quite nice. This is true for 2 more years, until 7th of July, 873. And I'm going to name the kingdom Enheim as well. So we have just completed the conquest of Rhadamant. I gained fame and victory. I gained the contested title. And I can now disband my armies here. Oh, no, I got immediately tossed into a new war. New war. The chieftain... This chieftain here declared war on me immediately. Like, the second that was over. So I can create the duchy title here, but I need 125 gold. So I'm going to need a little bit longer to be able to accumulate. But it looks like I'm going to be under attack in just a second here, which is lame. So here is the current war, and I don't really have any demands. So my demands basically is if he loses, he pays me, which would be tasty, I suppose. So while we defend ourselves, I will put up a next goal, where this is the community submitted goals. So we have got raid northern neighbors. I'm going to mark the duchy as complete. Marry female courtiers off. Further conquer south. And then last but not least, upgrade additional forces. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to unpause the redemptions and just take 3 more that you guys submit. So we have a nice full list of things for us to work on. And it's warning me, of course, that I have low control in Rhadamant. So Rhadamant needs a name. Nibbles. All right, Mr. Nibbles. Let me know what you want to name the Kingdom of Rhadamant. And currently, I hold all 3 kingdom titles. So if I take a look at my titles here... Ooh, I'm a winter soldier now. I like that. As you can see, I'm the chieftain of Sogn, Emheim, and Rhadamant. Eventually, I'll become the Duchess of the duchy here. Yep. Eager for that. So let's see. I want to just stay here reinforcing while they are... Oh, okay. This is not good. So we had another ally join against me. Here, let me just stay here. We had another ally or another enemy join against us here. So what are they fighting for? What demands do they want? They want to keep the title of Rhadamant. Okay, I understand. Name it Nibelheim. Got it. All right, so we have Sogn, which falls under Emheim, Nibelheim, and Sogn. Cool. Not so cool that we had this 2 forces rallying against us at 1727 force. I just don't, we don't have the numbers to really be able to defend against that, but that's exactly what I feared. Even if we tried to add everybody that we possibly could add, there's no way that we're going to rival that kind of force. So what I'm going to try to do is get scrappy and try to take on some of them before all of them show up. Because just because they have a larger force doesn't mean their larger force is all in the same place at the same time. So you can see that they have 752 here. Is there any kind of mercenaries that we could afford? That's a very good question. It really depends on how deep into the prestige deficit we want to travel. But let's say we... So here's what I'll ask you all. Before we do the next goal here, I'm going to have to juggle some things. Should I add mercenaries? So adding mercenaries is going to cost me considerable prestige. And as a result, sort of limit the amount of other things that I might be able to do with that prestige. Because, of course, we are spending it on combatants. But if you want me to focus on prestige, that's fine. I just want you to be able to make that decision. Oh, here they all come all at once. We're going to need to get all sorts of scrappy. So let's actually go up to Enheim if we can. Get out of their path. Okay, we have a potential battle here in 4 days. I'm not going to actually be able to escape. So we're sort of stuck. Yeah, mercenaries at the second tab, true. There are mercenaries that we can hire out, but not at any cost that we can afford. So no, there is currently no mercenaries that we could bring in to our advantage at all. Now it was all fine and well until they had 2 duchies come against me, right? So it's like a 2 versus 1. What's unfortunate is this current battle I'm projected to win, but not when this guy comes in. You know, they're getting backup, and there's not really going to be much that I can do about that backup. Really slow down time. I could retreat. Hey, okay, hold on. There's a martial perk here that I just unlocked. Let's do man-at-arms counter efficiency. Actually, I might even want stalwart leader. Or overseer. I can do serve the crown for a little bit of control growth. Alright, unfortunately they just got reinforced entirely, as you can see. Let me clear this out. And we'll just retreat back into our territory in a minute here. Just as long as nobody dies. They have a higher martial skill, actually. That's they have an impressive marshal leading this force. It's good for them. Alright. If I can escape this without any council leaders lost, that would be ideal. So now the game is informing me that I should hire mercenaries, but of course I already checked and all the mercenary parties are out of price range considerably. So that's moot entirely. So let me right click on that. So that was the defeat. It's only 30 or 26 war score. And what I'm going to try to do is to rally everybody back together. But I'm probably not going to be able to take on both armies combined. But what I could try to do is counterattack, counter-raid, and draw them off. But if their war targets is just Nibelheim, it's going to be tricky to try to keep Nibelheim given the force differences here. But you all said vote mercenaries, but there aren't mercenaries that I can even get. So, moot. A daughter again. Trustin, what do you want my daughter to be named? And Nibelheim is under siege. Yes, I see that. Give you a sec? Sure thing. Okay. Tristania. That gives me more prestige, which is kind of nice, given that I currently need it. For Trustinia here, I'm going to educate myself. I don't know what you do to educate a newborn, but sure, why not? All right, trying to get these armies together, and then, of course, trying to put everybody together into one big group. It's going to be a little challenging, because, well, it's not going well on the southern border there. But that's pretty typical. I should add, it is actually pretty typical that the wars flounder like that. It's not all going to be winning. And that's totally normal. Now, interestingly enough, I'm just about able to afford the duchy title. So, before I lose this war, that's actually something I could do. Okay, let's merge. My forces, as you can see, have not replenished much at all. Let's all go to popcorn. Hey, popcorn. It's hard to watch because I'm playing at a slow pace. Yeah, I feel like you lose a lot if you play too fast, though. Like, it might be interesting to play at 5 speed, but the story sort of whips past you. Alright, I'm just gonna wait until I reinforce. It's possible that I'll just have to let Nibelheim go. It'd be awesome if there was like a raider here. Siona says it might be best to hold off making kids until my ward until I see their disposition. If I educate a child, it'll likely take them the martial path, but the personality might make them more suited to something else. True. I want to have them strong, though. I don't mind sort of forcing them to the martial path. Sky is already sort of martial-esque, but I can remove the Guardian for Trustenia to see, you know, how her personality progresses. Alright, so as you can see, the fort in Nibelheim is, it's fallen. The armored footmen and the bowmen are almost full. Worth noting, but of course my levies aren't even close. I might have a chance for white peace. Yeah, that's true. There might be a chance for white peace if I go around and mess with them. I wanted to get a few more troops though. The other issue there is going around is easier said than done given the length of travel. So here, as you can see, just because they took Nibelheim doesn't necessarily mean I have lost. As you can see, the war is still going on. So I am going to try to outmaneuver as best as I can. I'm also almost able to create that duchy title. And I've just become ill. I am not going to send for a court physician, but I have no sheriff appointed. Wait, what? So Nibelheim lacks sheriffs, and as a result will have development growth, you know, and other penalties, but I don't even really have Nibelheim under my control, so it's like kind of not a big deal at the moment. All right, let's get out to sea. As you can see, they're trying to go for Emheim, and I'm gonna do eye for an eye and try to rain around them. And if I could split their forces, that would be great. So here I am sieging their, the heart of their fort, while they siege Emheim. It's not ideal, but it will have to do. I am hoping that Sarolyn here loses ill. But until she loses ill, as you can see, she... Oh, Emheim just got a beneficial deal where construction costs have gone down. Unfortunately, I don't really have, you know... Oh, yeah, here they come. I split them up. No. I'm just gonna hold this spot here. And a noble guest. Tyke would be an accomplished commander. So, you are Marshal 19? Holy heck. That is sure better than my current Marshal. Oh, why is my keys not working? Ooh. Should I switch Marshals? I'll ask you that real quick. Let me put it on one speed. So alternatively, I think what will end up happening is, oh yeah, you're a commander trait. He's a zealot. A lowborn zealot. But he knows what he's doing. And most of you say yes, so let's switch. Sorry, old Marshal. Now, I will have to pay him, which puts the duchy title out a little bit, but that's okay. And the other guy got fired. There he is. We have the new Marshal, Tyke. Oh, they're gaining men in their zone here. Am I going to be able to get out? No, I'm not going to be able to get out in time. Let's just hold. You will probably lose. Well, we'll lose bravely then. Harkomo, thanks for the sub. And welcome. All right, so here they come in. Now, if we get high battle rolls, it might be to our advantage. As you can see, the relative strength is relatively equal. Our champion just got wounded. And my husband got wounded. I am going to send for court of physicians here. So what that looks like on the court is we can search for physicians. We're going to start the search and try to find someone that can cure the ailing. The problem, of course, is I'm sick, my husband's injured, so it's really not a good situation to be in. Yeah, the balance of power is still uncertain, as you can see. We're tougher. All right, so there are multiple court physicians offered. There is the expensive one that is very experienced. There's the less expensive one, or to say they both suck. So I'm going to have you pull for this. What choice? I'm just going to say 1, 2, or 3. Keep it quick. So there's Signy, the experienced one that will cost 50 gold. There's Odoner for 15. And then there's... Don't bother with either, which is the cheapest cost. So she is a physician here. And a insightful thinker. And then let's check him out. He is a strategist berserker. Brilliant strategist. What? He's like an incredibly good... Why is he even a physician? I have no idea. I don't know why they're considering him a physician, but not... that's a strange choice there. Alright, so it looks like you say go with Signy. So now if I take a look at the court here, I have a physician. I'm going to negotiate the release. Do I want you? No, I don't really care. So I'm going to gain a weak hook. You know what? I'm just going to release him without hooks. Because I don't need a hook on him. So a hook would be like a favorite that they owe me. Okay. Time for treatment. So we can do no more than is necessary. Safe treatment might lessen symptoms temporarily. Has few risks. Or it is too late for caution. Do something dramatic. Or leave him be and let nature take its course. So let's put up that same poll again. It is a normal amount of treatment, an extreme amount of treatment, or no treatment. 1, 2, or 3. Hey, bud. Okay, let's do no more than is necessary. And he looks better. Oh, no, I look better. Interesting. This was for me. So I gained a disease resistance of a huge boost. And she cured me, essentially. So, oh, and here's another one. Oh, what the heck? Oh, yet another court physician. No, this guy is not even a physician. Go away. I already have one. Yeah, they replaced my current one, so good choice. Yeah, it's because I'm sick, and my husband was injured, so it was a sort of a double physician choice there. Man, this is really coming down to it. Siege of Emheim lost. My injured husband. All right, so here we go. We have 4 choices here. I'll read them off before while you vote. Do no more than is necessary. It's too late for caution. There will be no treatment. Or the choice is up to my husband. As you can see, my war score is 0, so they can enforce their demands on me as a result. And currently, Mercenaries still way outside of my affordability. Got it. All right, so we're going to leave the choice up to the husband. I just gained the trait Wounded. I got wounded in this fight. And the notable guests have arrived. Flossie. Flossie, you are not that notable, I hate to say. You're a legendary blade master, I guess, but that's about it. Come on, you can win this. I have lost the trait Wounded. Wow, I was wounded for seconds. Oh my god, we are gonna win. What's up? Victory! Yeah! Capture him! Capture him! Alright, so we won that. Of course, my war score is really not in my advantage here, as you can see. It's negative 96%. So it's like, I won the battle, but not the war, right? That's how to think about this. And I'm no longer ill, either. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go out to sea and try to reinforce my numbers at Popcorn so that I can start recapturing my my land. We have dropped the war score a teeny bit, but I don't have a lot of time. I would like to be able to reinforce and then push up against Emheim and Nibelheim again. Oh, he had 23 prowess? I didn't notice that. Yes, he is ridiculously prowess. Let's recruit to my court. We'll pay him a little bit of money, and now he could be my one of my military champions. Thanks for noticing that, by the way. So here Flossie is with his ridiculously high prowess, who will escort me into battle. You know what? Just stay there. Or, I don't know. The war score is so iffy. I don't quite know what to do here. Because we're like 99%. Head on. Applied directly to the forehead. Tuttle lost. Okay, yeah, they did force it from me. So be it. Alright, let's disband all. And then I'm going to ask you what next to work on. So here's the choices. I did keep Emheim, of course, but its control kind of got reset, unfortunately. It was close, though. Respectably close. So Sarolyn no longer is wounded or sick. My husband is still severely injured, but hopefully recovering. But if you can see his face here, it's pretty slashed up. He's a brilliant strategist. So one thing I could do is let's go to my council and have him try to help my military to be able to organize my levies a little bit better so that I can really have a fighting force. The other thing is if I declare war on who just stole my land, there's a very real possibility that his ally will not join. And as a result of him not joining, give me a chance to actually win cleanly. Hey, Toku. There's definitely something that wasn't water in my water. That was gross. Ooh, compliments. My steward, Helgi, is more susceptible to my attempts at approaching him. I can include a compliment in my next missive to his court. So, upgrade additional forces is what you all have. For the choice here, I'm going to complete and reject. Okay, so the choice here is, and this guy, if you're curious, is my steward and champion. He is a Catholic Norse, so I didn't have a good relationship with him. I can compliment his loyalty and sense of honor, his youthful vigor. How old is he? He is 25. Wow, he does not look 25. His handsome appearance, or keep it short and professional. In my attempt to swoon him, or not swoon him, but to sway him. This man has aged like a banana. Yes. Yes, he has. All right, let's loyal and honor. That works for me. All right, so taking a look here. He has gained opinion of me. It worked. Great. Now let's look at my court. Ooh, look at you. What is going on with that? You're disfigured, huh? Ouch. That is rotten. Alright, then we have Tyke. Tyke likes me, that's good. So, the wars that I can declare, and I'm not going to declare war just yet, because of course my levies aren't full. I'm definitely going to want more levies. I can go north. I can go more north. How strong are you? Very inferior. So the two northern ones are pretty inferior to me. Or, wait, and once we have a peace, once our truce with these guys down south, truce with us, and for 5 more years, we can also go south. So what I could do is I could go north and start claiming more of the north area, because I'm not going to be able to go south for a while, unless I want to go against Vestfold. I think we're in a... No, Vestfold, we're not in a truce here. But it's not even suggesting that I can go to war with them. But as you can see, I can use a cause for war against the Jarl here to re-get my claims. But of course, well, they're all, them's the choices. So here, if you would like to submit ideas, the channel point submission is open. And you could submit suggestions for what I do next. I was still tempted on the duchy. So right now what I'm going to be doing, and I'll update, is I'm just going to be working towards building a market. I tried to become Duchess. It did not work, but if you want me to do that again, you can propose it again. But for now, we'll be going for the market. Where's the nearest? Okay, so the nearest Catholics are okay. They're way down here. So it is pretty unusual to have a Catholic leader way up here, isn't it? And then this is all Norse culture. And the House of Alandia. My little house here. Alright. I also can raid. That's another one. If you'd like, I will make it cheaper, because no one's really submitting anything. There it is. Cheapest channel point redemption. Raid and collect some money? Well, submit it as a channel point. Don't just tell me. That's not how this works. As indicated. Alright, let's take a look at our domain here. So our sway campaign for that council member is probably good enough. I'll maybe let it go one more. But then there's also the possibility of recruiting a guest or something, because the simple fact of the matter is we don't really see eye to eye in religion, and that's kind of a problem. A new martial perk. Let's get men at arms counter efficiency. I want to get strategist, so we're going to work towards filling up the strategist perk here. Thanks, Giev. There he is. Go on raids. And then conquer the north. Okay, yeah, we definitely, our sway campaign for him has worked. So I'm going to change over to our spy master, who we really don't see eye to eye either. Is this a 4X strategy? Well, just read the description up top. But yeah, TLDR, sort of. More role-playing than that. But more or less. All right, let's decide. Next goal, we can either raid the English, go on raids, or conquer the north. So raiding the English would mean crossing the North Sea and picking a target that is not so well defended in... I mean, that would kind of be Scotland, but in England here. Now, I will say generally, English lands are pretty well protected compared to Viking lands, so it's going to be a little bit harder to raid the English than to raid the north. Or we could just conquer the north. We tried to go south. We could go south again, but no one submitted that as a suggestion, so... you know, there's not a choice to go get Nibble back. It looks like conquering the north is going to be the choice, so let me write that down. And I'm still aiming to build a market, too. You guys did continually vote on that, and I'm just a few months away from being able to afford it. I need 75 to afford it, so it's not that bad. Taking a look at my current forces... Well, all my levies are good, so let's go do that. Here is the direct north. They are a massively inferior target, and I'm going to conquer their county. Oh, unfortunately, I chose to raise my armies in the wrong spot. That's okay. I'll just have to do a bit of marching. And I'm pregnant. For a third time. Child 3. So in 42 days, I will win decisively against them unless they move. You don't think I have the forces for Nibelheim? Yeah, I might not, but that doesn't necessarily mean I wouldn't do it. But you could be right. You know, if I really wanted to go against Nibelheim, I could also increase my my man-at-arms regiment size, which you do like this. It does cost more maintenance, of course, but it has the added benefit, of course, you'll have 100 more for each increased size. So you can, at the cost of prestige, you can raise a larger force to be able to defend and attack and all that. All right, here we go. This is the... Our Flossie was wounded. Ooh! Flossie, the enemy champion, rampaged and became as... through our soldiers and became as a berserker. So these guys are at a massive disadvantage, but they're still faring really well in this fight. Our champion was wounded, or our champion wounded Ottar. Ottar, I don't know who Ottar is, one of their champions. Yeah, Ottar is a prowess 6 champion on their side. And we won. Unfortunately, Flossie did get wounded in that. So if I take a look at Flossie here, where Flossie? Oh, you're not even wounded anymore. Man, you healed quick. Okay. Kiev, I'm not really sure what that goal means, so I'm gonna have to reject it. So here's the siege. We're besieging. We are, I don't even see them trying to defend. I think they're riding south. I'm not quite sure. Where'd they go? I'm going to move the rally point to Popcorn, so that I don't accidentally rally in the wrong spot again. Oh, okay. Yeah, submit that again. I didn't even notice. I actually don't know where we're referring to for conquering. Make sure you have the name right. But here's another battle. They immediately retreated, so didn't end well for them. And we captured their steward. Your forces captured the steward of this. Oh, I have a son. Nice. What should my son be named? Yeah, this is very much the Mountain Blade group coming back together. Alright, I'm just gonna name him Can. Okay. My glory is widely known. My prestige just hit a new threshold to become widely known as a result of having that child. My glory is about to decay back, though, as you can see, from distinguished. So that's a short-lived victory there. But it does look like the north is currently being besieged, so they're going to be definitely weakened, and as a result, we'll be able to do some damage. Oh, bummer. Unfortunately, my control gain is pretty low now because we don't have the force to help build up Emheim. But I'm just going to leave it for now. We do have... I did get Serve the Crown, which is going to help. The Serve the Crown, the +3, is a result of the trait I picked. The perk, rather, I picked. And we are just days away from being able to win this war. Here we go. Enforce demands. Oh, clicked the wrong thing. And disband my army. Okay. Now we have low control over here, but what is over here called now? Latavie, you decide. I also gained money from occupying it. So in Popcorn here, I am going to build those markets finally. There we go. Markets being built. So Sagan looks a little strange now, as it borders duchy titles, but that's fine. We can keep conquering the north too. So what is going on up here? These guys, procedure. This is not a. This isn't a. What's it called? It's not a raider siege up here. It is something entirely different. Let's take a look at the submitted ideas here. And there we go. More things to vote on. Okay, unfortunately there's a smuggling ring now in this new territory, in Latavie's territory. You're terrible at naming things? I could just name it Latavie if you want. Yeah, they got whooped. It looks like it's about to turn over to a new leader. So when you keep saying the Duchess of Viking of Adger, I'm not sure where you're talking about. Oh, let me pause. So on the march, at the end of field exercise, it seemed... it had seemed a brilliant idea. Practice regrouping an army in disarray, I split my troops and ordered every officer to independently make their way to Popcorn. Of course, by the third day of waiting, oh boy, I'm now seeing flaws in the plan. Tyke suggested I ride out with a contingent of champions to find the missing troops. So I can say this will be an exciting search, or good idea, you're in charge. Good idea, you're in charge. Tyke's opinion goes up. Or this will be an exciting search might give me a martial lifestyle perk. All right, there we go. Renamed. Perfect. All right, so let's do the search ourselves. And currently, you all want me to conquer the north again. So we're going to continue to the north. Viking is the name of the duchy east of Nibelheim. Okay, I'll take a look at that in a second. On the march, I can... when my outriders brought news of the little encampment, I did not expect to find soldiers still practicing their battle formations. It seems that Marshal Tyke took it upon himself to continue the field exercises while we waited for a word from the main army. His troops line up neatly as I ride to meet him. I can say those were not the orders I gave. Tyke loses the opinion of me, and my search continues. I can say, what is this shoddy stance? That is no way to hold a sword, and that makes my soldiers overworked, which gives me a night disadvantage, a battle disadvantage rather. Or I can abandon my search, lose stress, and say I'm tired of searching. Oh, I meant to add a 3 there. Now, my opinion of Tyke here is plus 60, so losing 20 opinion of Tyke is not a big deal. I can always sway him back. And I also gained a ridiculous amount of chivalry here due to despite my spouse's poor martial skill. So as you can see, my prestige is just mega jumped. And then I'm being warned that there's a smuggling ring in my newly captured territory. What are my traits? My traits are diligent, brave, tough soldier, winter soldier, and quick. Okay, let's go with number 1. I don't have any stress, so the stress relief of giving up the search wouldn't have really benefited me anyway. And this has been occupied. I'm passing through a small village. As I am passing through a small village, I notice that through clad in simple cloth, the town's guard are carrying weapons with my mark on them. What? Welcome me in the muddy street was Colbian. This guy here, the self-proclaimed divine guardian of the town. My soldiers lay down their armor to help this. Oh boy, this preaches serve Odin. So here's the problem. I can either rule by divine right, which my theocratic vassals will not like, but I will gain prestige. I can declare him a zealot and spend my piety and continue the search. Both of these continue the search. Or I can say, forget this, I'm going home. So I can either, spend piety to declare him a zealot, or declare myself divine right for 5 years and gain prestige. Or, just go and leave. Interesting choices that. And once this is over, I will continue a war campaign northbound. Looks like there's currently occupied territory here, which is interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and go with option... Ooh, this is close. I'm going to wait just one more minute. Looks like one is barely winning, but it will win. So Divine Right it is. Oh, it overtook, but too late. We did just get prestige for it, and the advantage of having all that prestige is it will allow us to have a larger army, even if we are a little bit less declaring a, you know, be a bit of a problem. And here we go. On the march. As approaching a lake, I spot a camp pitched on its shores. As I enter it, I am met by the sergeant in charge. My lady, our water stores leaked while on the move, and our pack animals cannot make the march home without more water than we currently have. The soldier looks at me nervously. If the lady and her champions helped carry water skins, however... Okay, so I could spend prestige to continue searching and carry the water skins myself. I can the chiefdom of Sagan gains desertion for 5 years. The levy size goes down and I gain stress, or I could just say forget it and go home. There's always that third option, which is just like throwing up your arms, being like, yeah, I'm done with this. So, it looks like overwhelmingly you all say, carry the water skins, water the animals. Got it. Honest day's work, right? Alright, on the march. I can hear an absolute ruckus coming from a roadside tavern. One of my champions kicks open the door, revealing a room full of wayward soldiers. My rabble makes them fall silent and stare down into their tankards, with nary a word between them. The proprietor narrows her eyes. So you're responsible for this rabble? Alright, so I can pay 15 gold to continue searching. I can have them pour me a drink and continue searching for the cost of 75 prestige, or again, throw my arms up and say, ah, the hell with this. So, do I want to pay for the damages or sit for a drink? You can see she's just like, oh, come on, soldiers. What is wrong with you all? But yes. Thank you for watching Crusader Kings 3 Northern Lords, which originally aired live on Twitch. This series is a result of a poll I put out every week where my viewers get to determine what I play on Thursdays on Twitch. As of now, there's only been one stream or 5 hours of Crusader Kings 3, and if there is to be any more, it will have to win in the polls. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timer, and it also has links to these polls I was just mentioning. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode, and hopefully an upcoming stream.